name is Adam Cook, and for this week's French Letters, I have been dusting off this old thing. Oh yes, and I have been playing some Mario Kart 8. Yes! If you're of a certain generation, well, basically, if you're of any generation, if you're alive, if you exist as a human being, you should be excited about Mario Kart 8. I grew up on the SNES version, and I've enjoyed most of the versions, although Mario Kart 7 was probably the best in ages. Mario Kart 8 seems to take from Mario Kart 7. It doesn't try and change up the actual mechanics of how the game works. Instead, it looks like they're trying to make sure that online works best. But, that said, look at it. Look at Mario Kart in high definition. Look at it with your eyes. Look at it. This isn't even on. It's not even on. There's not even a telly there. Look. Look. It's just a load of my old guitars. Seriously. Look. Are you happy now? This is what you've reduced me to. But look, seriously, no messing around for a minute. If you have ever played a Mario Kart game, you kind of know how Mario Kart 8 is going to play, and showing you it like this confirms that. You know they're going to add things to it, you know it's going to look gorgeous, you know it's going to be full of charm and charisma. Basically, you know it's going to be good, right? Well, who knows? Well, I do, but that's not the point, is it? I've totally forgot where I was going with this. However, Mario Kart 8 is a video game on Nintendo's Wii U console, and we sure as hell need them, right? But seriously this time, the tracks so far seem delightful. And at the end of the day, what you want from a Mario Kart game is fun, right? And this seems to deliver on that. This seems to be a lot of fun, and I'm happy thus far. Out of interest, who do you play as? There you go. We don't normally do this on French Letters, but I want to know, who do you play as? I play as Yoshi or Koopa Troopa. Always have done, always will do. You won't change me now. But this isn't me stalling just so you get to see a little bit more of that sweet gameplay footage. Not at all. This is it's an important question. It's almost as important as where you keep your ketchup. Oh, by the way, the blue shell's in the game. The blue shell is in the game. Just in case you didn't know, the blue shell's in the game. So yeah, I mean, stay tuned and we'll bring you a review at some point soon. Don't even know if I can tell you when, but that's this week's what I've been playing. Keep watching. I fuck.
Look, I know you're very jealous of Tommy last week and what a great job he did last weekend in French Letters, but there really is no need to be jealous. Look, I know you want to be part of this as well, but let's face it, you're a pug. And I don't really think that these days pugs are really what people are after. What do you mean you're really good at video games? You're a pug. You don't even have opposable thumbs. How does that even work? Okay, so what have you been playing this past week? Ah, good choice.
So the idea of another Assassin's Creed game so soon after the last one wasn't particularly appealing to me, even though I'm a massive fan of the series. I'm kind of feeling at the moment that Ubisoft are kind of doing the Call of Duty thing, releasing it yearly. It's a big risk. It's you run into that danger of the series becoming stale, and admittedly, it kind of is at the moment. And although Black Flag is a fantastic game, I'm kind of feeling a bit burnt out of the series. It does some really great things. The pirate theme in particular is a fantastic idea. It might feel a bit too similar to Assassin's Creed 3 in terms of the amount of naval battles you get involved with. But it's certainly a step in the right direction for the series. I still like all the present day things. I know not many people like that. It's like people kind of think it's like a disconnect from the main game itself, but I absolutely dig that stuff. And I kind of wish there was more of that conspiracy theme throughout the game. I'm kind of about 3/4 of the way through, and it hasn't got enough of that to kind of keep my attention. But otherwise, I'm actually loving the game. I'm kind of finding it a bit kind of dragging on a bit because I'm the kind of completionist that does everything and wants to explore everything, and I'm kind of feeling that it's adding a bit of unnecessary filler. But other than that, the protagonist this time round is far better than Connor last time. The graphics are gorgeous. I think it's one of the best looking games of the last generation. The naval battles are still pretty fun, even though there are quite a lot of them. You do spend a lot of your time sailing around. And overall, I think it's probably the best Assassin's Creed game in the series, I think, by a long shot. But it'll be interesting to see what happens when they release the inevitable next entry in the series, probably later this year. But I guess we'll find out sometime around E3 for that.
So I guess we've learnt two things this week. One, Assassin's Creed 4 is a very good entry in the series. And two, pugs love video games.